I adore you, baby. That's 012-382-4936. This is Shakwane FM 93.6. Check it out, y'all, right now. 93.6.
I almost quit. I'm a country boy. I'm from West Virginia. I don't know nothing about this big time stuff. I never even asked to be big. I wanted to be effective, not famous. Famous is the consequences of being effective. I didn't know nothing about being famous and I didn't like it. And so there I was, and when you first knew, everybody attacks you first and figures you out later. Because though we say you're innocent until proven guilty, the reality is you're really guilty till proven innocent. I didn't know that then, and I was young. You have to understand that you're looking at a 60-year-old man, but you're talking about something that's happening to a guy in his late 20s, his little kids. And the first time I was in the Washington Post, the article was so vicious it made me nauseous. I was so shocked that you could say that stuff about somebody you didn't even know based on assumptions and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They piece it all together and you don't get to say anything back. So I decided I don't want this. I was preaching for Pastor Bishop Volunteers and nobody knew it because preachers can override their feelings and function. I preached the place on fire, but inside I wanted to quit. I told him I'm through with this. I'm not going through this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I'm a guy who likes to go get his own chicken wings. I don't have to have all of that stuff to be happy. Because I wasn't raised with it. I can make it. You throw me an apartment and give me just a little skillet, a cast iron skillet. You know what I'm talking about? And some seasoned salt stuff from coming to me. I was running you out of here. I was running you out. So I thought, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because I don't need this and I didn't ask for this. I'm only doing this because of what happened in my life, of the circumstances that happened in my life. He put me on stage. I didn't ask for it. And when I saw how much it cost, I thought, you can have that right back here. You can have that right back up in here. I'll do it. I was mad inside. I was hurt. And I stayed up in the fellowship with the pastors because I didn't want to go back to my room and sulk in my own sorrows. And they said, this lady downstairs waiting to see you. The service was over. The fellowship was over. The pastor started to leave. I was trying to wait. I thought she'd get up and leave. And when I finally came down the steps, she was there. And she was just a willowy bit of a woman. And she said, Bishop James, she said, I've been in the hospital. She said, I was pregnant in my fallopian tubes. And the baby died in my tubes. And I was carrying around a dead baby. And the toxicity from the baby almost killed me. And she said, the only thing that kept me alive was you preach. She said, if you hadn't been preaching to me every day, I swear I would have died. And then she looked at me and she said, It's for us. It's not for them. It's for us. It hit me so hard. I didn't even get her name. I got in the car and cried all the way back to my room because she reminded me why I was there.
Tshwane FM 93.6. The station that brings you the most.
I want to go to my cow, just sit like this. Yeah.
When I went live, my brother.
Live.
On live
The fact that you took a shower after having unprotected sex
This is where we are.
positive women, believing that it would minimize your risk, has really angered AIDS activists. What is your response to their criticism?
Salam alaikum.
If you're within the kitchen and
Shakwane. Move over front.
peeling onion, you wash your hands.
We are live first on Facebook
What's
again.
funny about washing my hands after doing something, after washing yourself? What's the problem?
But Mr. Zuma, AIDS is a big problem in this country. And saying things like
And
taking a
hygiene.
Okay, now
shower.
it's like a polo zengal.
Yeah.
This country
This is a radio polo of it.
Already, look at that.
It's a luna.
Tata takes a thing, naming nine.
Expensive. Very expensive. Eh? Bang phone it.
Marketing.
Cara, que bafana basta estaba bulera.
Calling now, why did I?
I'm sorry, bang phone.
There's no need to conversation is on the mind.
We then no need to get another prepare. Why do you not like this? I think then you're going to be here. That's never the Phones are on side. Gone 26 minutes after the hour, 6 o'clock. Is a great evening to you. And thank you so much, man, for your listening pleasure. And just setting up your show today, that's a gentleman known by the name of Vadi. It's a song titled My Yogi Yogi. This song actually captured emotions and, kept South Africa abuzz when this young man performed his original song on the 2020, Idols competition. A big shout out to colleagues just on the Cap City Drive. It was Dumelo, Haina size that came through between the hour 3 and 6 p.m. Before that, we had Kinelo coming through between 12 and 3 p.m., giving you nothing, but still Munati it's a lunch. And just before that, it was another Katorampa holding it down for you. And just that is on the connector. And before that, setting up your morning, it was Kamu and the team giving you the best breakfast in town. This is where we are now. It's exactly 27 minutes after the hour, 6 o'clock. A lot of news, man, that are filling up this stage. We'll be checking news that are making headlines in that regard. And of course, just checking as well what is trending on Twitter. I see missionaries trending, and knowing South Africans, I don't think that would mean something positive. A lot about working missionary style, but of course, we'll check what that means. Mbuisa is also trending on Twitter. Hashtag Rain is trending. Innocent but offensive questions. Also trending. Midlane is trending as well. We're checking what all those have to do for us. Today it is the sports corner on the hashtag Capital Talk, and we're looking at everything in sports. Just also bidding farewell to Mamelodi Sundowns former coach Mr. Pitso mosimane as he joins the Egyptian Giants. And we'll be speaking to Alex Shakwane just on the flip side of this, and Mamelodi Sundowns legend Mr. Japie Motale, as we share the experiences of the coach, better known to us as Jingles. I'm not quite sure. I actually learned today that apparently he's from Atteridgeville. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, those are some of the things that we're receiving. 28 minutes after 6 o'clock, we've got an interesting bunch of guys. They'll be speaking to us about their committee engagements that are set to happen this Saturday, and I'll be jumping into them on the flip side of this. In news-making headlines, just in sports, the lawyer of South Africa's Olympic 800-meter champion, that is Caster Semenya, is barred from certain races unless she takes hormone supplements, has told AFP that he's preparing to approach the European Court of Human Rights to challenge the ban. The two-time Olympic gold medalist Semenya has differences of sexual development disorder, or that is differences of sexual development, that is DSD, a condition that causes her body to produce elevated testosterone levels. Almost even the tall guys that are in the long jump, they must cut their legs as well, if this is how things are. 29 after 6 o'clock, we'll be checking more news that are making headlines. But for now, let's hear what the guys have for us in studio.
93.6, keeping you on top.
It's a song of Rex Rabanye in the background. It's a song titled Umketsang. Hey, Luna, if you didn't know, today is International Coffee Day and officially October, no alcohol day. So, alcohol tewa. Coffee yanyelowa. Let me just check the guys joining me in studio. The guy of it. Ilan Khal, isn't it? Agoli fa personal albona le garle batho ba di coffee garle no le tse no one
then on the type of your coffee
le na coffee le mix in the morning after
no
100%
generally
coffee 100% juice fair
ara za motho 100% juice le ra ha so ka re kwa mona or ka 100% juice mara o cho ala 30 minutes after 6 o'clock, and the gents are with us in studio. Re bua le mang from Kokai. Wena mambraka.
Obulela Lethabo Sir-Kudumane Kudumane, born and raised in Mpumalanga, but currently in Pretoria.
Hey, monna, ne kira hore Thabiso Ronald Mulando kira o tla ka tsona ke di right so marwa ka ke utlwa Roni.
Sure.
Yeah, o tall, dark and handsome. O single ne?
Wa bona lwena.
Yeah, ladies, if you're listening, especially TT students, if you're listening, the tall, dark and handsome young man from Mpumalanga available. Umuswati ka kumndebe. Mutswana.
Yeah.
Oh, wena bale ba
Bakata from that side. Yeah.
All right. Wena mambraka.
Sure, Petu Kugungomane from Mamelodi.
Oh, Kugisto.
Yeah.
Wena ulupanzula lati.
Ana kwa kote, kwa 012.
Yeah,
Brighton Patat on 0.
Wena short, ne? This one is tall, wena short.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. There's other one Maliana Barke young man with a big hand.
Okay.
Magno
di picking in the problem. Young men
didn't have the big hearts.
Didn't the big hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy cover number 1 man. 31 after 6. 0123824936. You are officially on the Capital Talk. Check us out on YouTube. The two gentlemen. Shy man. Babila bafana ba. On Facebook, if you check Mokete Radebe there, that's also where we're coming through to you live. And better more on Tshwane Space, FM Space 93.6. That is where we are with you at this point in time. So do make sure that you jump in there and give us your comments. And choose my Ketele, man. I'm giving you these guys mahala. Mahala. So, Bafeti Lebata, Mofanda. Leboru again, sharp. I've got to go on Ronald.
Okay, thanks very much for the opportunity, and good evening to your listeners, as well as the whole community who's listening to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We came here because we are a crew. Our name is On and Honest Polo Crew. We want to make a difference in the community. So the reason why Lethabo radio station
Correct. Was it On and Honest Polo Crew?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's written On and Honest. On and Honest.
Yeah, they want about specific Polo Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronald why are you guys here? And I think the listener at home is eagerly waiting to actually exactly understand what project are you guys pushing. But maybe before we get into the project, why the name On it's On
and Honest.
On and Honest Polo Crew. On and Honest Polo Crew. Why that name? I mean, and before you come in, I mean, given the stigma that is being put for the polo. I'm a former polo driver myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to say now as a different one. I don't know if maybe work about Lethabo, but it's fine. Why the name On and Honest Polo Crew?
Okay. Yeah. And decided to fit. We need people who's going to be honest. No?
Correct.
And we want people balling on, some balling on and off.
Yeah.
We only want people balling on so that whatever that we're trying to achieve at the end of the day, rest corners achieve one. Hence, we came with the name On and Honest Polo Crew.
And how long has the On and Honest Polo Crew been in existence? They told me the name.
It was started in May
this year.
Yes.
What prompted?
The baby still growing.
What prompted this baby to be born, Ronald? Why it's a little initially and just Mokambi?
Okay. We've got, everyone has got Facebook these days. So we saw a general crew at the polo.
Yeah.
So me and my friend over here and the other one that side decided, you know what? Let us take this thing to our own crew. And then redirect a difference. Those regular polo drivers. Rebe unique and refer back to the community.
Look, Ronald, I think this is a great initiative without any sense of biasness.
Yes.
Especially given the fact that there is a need for a better message, a positive one from people that are in the driving seat of such cars. 34 minutes after 6 o'clock, but I know that you guys have got community engagements that are coming through this coming weekend. Just briefly tell us about that.
Okay, what we're going to do actually there, there was this other lady or one more local newspaper on Lemon Facebook.
Really famous,
yeah, famous. So
Ronald
so the lady Arata says one.
Okay.
So she gave us a call. She always give out the sanitary towels.
All right.
So and then we said, no man, the aim of this crew actually is to give back to the community.
Yeah.
So why not? Let's help her. And then we're not looking for anything in reward. We're just trying to remove that stigma on our air. So we said to ourselves, no man, we are the ones actually who's going to change all that stigma.
Correct.
So that is why we're going to Moloto this Saturday on the 3rd. We're going to give out the sanitary pads there. So someone may ask for wire on a Saturday. We thought or no, but especially my matrix. So we didn't. I better try to remove that stick.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go Moscow Friday, Monday, or during the week, so that we do not disrupt the
programs.
running progress at school. So that is why we decided to retro on a Saturday.
Ronald, obviously, so this sanitary towels drive, it's obviously one of the initiatives that you guys would be picking on.
Yes.
When you guys specifically said you want to give back to the community, what form and character did you guys base that on? How exactly were you guys planning to give to the community, or maybe how are you guys exactly planning to give back to the community?
We've noticed that a lot of children out there, more especially in the deep rurals, the orphanage homes saying,
True.
So we wanted to engage with them and make a difference. So we focusing on helping a needy hand.
I hear you.
Yes.
So I assume all members of the team are driving polos.
True.
So Nugget driver, Vene,
Yeah.
Lancia Polo, am I allowed to jump in?
Harry did community work.
Mm.
Yes, because there are times whereby we are reduce the relay na fela, but the polo fela, the crew fela.
Yeah.
But then it's not like we're excluding community members and people who want to help. You're more than welcome, Harry, like initiative here this weekend.
Yeah.
If you want to come with us, if we have got a tool salwena, you want to donate, you're more than welcome.
Speaking about that specific, if I'm listening now, Goku, and I want to sort of jump in, what sort of things do you guys think would be necessary for this coming weekend? What are some of the more urgent things that would be critical to you guys delivering what's required on Saturday?
Okay. Specifically, Narwata the pets.
Lewata the pets.
Yeah.
What's our
Sanitary towels.
The pets, we can call it already sanitary towels. Because the lady specifically did that on. But during the orphanage more young goes on.
Yeah.
We go to them and ask them specifically or babata.
Yeah.
We don't want to bring something save us as talking. So usually when we go and give, we first talk to those people. So the lady said they are now over the sanitary towels. So that is why we decided to let us give her those sanitary towels.
It's 38 minutes after 6 o'clock, and if you just jumped in, we are the Capital Talk right on Tshwane FM 93.6. We are the station that continues to rock you most. If you're joining us on YouTube, thank you so much for your listening pleasure there, and on Facebook as well, we're coming through to you live as well. Otherwise, if you're on the street and shop at us, where we're coming to you across all parts of the world on 0123249936. You can engage with the two gentlemen. I'm with Ronald and Ukuku. These gentlemen are from the On and Honest polo crew, and they are about impacting the community. Ronald, I think it will be immature to unconsciously assume that the social behavior that we're seeing in society, particularly the one that is irresponsible, it's only from people that are driving polos, right?
Yes.
I think generally the youth has a challenge in terms of just keeping themselves together. And to a certain degree, some people will blame it on the social ills that we have in society, i.e. poverty, i.e. The lack of role models. And I think that's where you guys are coming in. So to young people that are, in communities, not necessarily in need of sanitary towels, what role do you see you guys as a crew playing to sort of impact how they view themselves, but how they view their role in society largely?
Like I said before, we are here to make a difference in the community. Yeah. So our aim is to change the young ones. Our drivers by our brothers by the polo and other cars are really sharp. So we're trying to say, guys, let us change the stigma around reckless driving. Let us ensure that the community is a better place with us. So that is why we are approaching the community health centers and the Kodi orphanage home. We always go there. We want to make a difference. Like the last time I think it was 2 months back, we went to Lethabo orphanage home, Soshanguve block AA. We went there and spent the whole day and and then whatever they needed. So we were trying to change their mindset. Horaska wana motho a reila polo mo la shana or any car a re kinya go tshwana le yena. We are not those people. Le ha o ka bona motho a reila reckless a reila polo a se koloi. Ke motho a leng ka mo hara yona. So right now we want to change this whole stigma around how the community see batho ba di polo and our brothers ba ileng ba reila other cars ba sharp mo bophelong. Then a re ya go ngwana mo nga hola ya go bona gugu a reila koloi a ke go tshwana le yena gugu spina di koloi gugu o irang no
ka le wa di train ba chaisang ampa re di campaign tsona. This is actually a good milestone for polo. If I was the owner or champion and sponsor, I guess. Kuku, just right back to you. You guys have established this in May. You've been doing work, and so let's speak about the response from the community. How have people been sort of responding to you?
The thing I when we go to the community or end of the day, we don't want Uti parties to me. The only thing that we want is to say the time Abafana Paul Bezela, they made a huge difference. So at the end of the day, we're looking to say Masambala, the Suez Con. We need to make sure that we leave a very good mark out of it. We leave something that any is for example, we went to social group block AA. They didn't know us. You understand? We were driving, and when we got to the orphanage, we found Ukokomta, Koko Olka, who when she explained her story, we would also feel sad. So when we left social movement, we received a lot of calls to say, whatever that you did, Lapa, do not stop doing it. That is what is pushing us even today to say, we based on 012, but we received a call from Mamelodi then, because our aim is to help the community, Moloto, wherever, but we based on 012 Pretoria, but we said, no, we're going to leave a mark Mamelodi. They must call us 012 and say, guys, please come back again. So the impact and the response.
I thought you were going to say they must call you a child, not this call.
So the response we're getting is very good. It's very positive for now. And we wishing Wuti we should always get that positive response.
Interesting. 44 after 6. Ronald, my brother. Now, this is a very, very financially burdening task.
True.
And where do you get the money to do all this? And I mean, the t-shirt, yeah. And then the t-shirt say, "Dina le swega." Start over balagana. This one says sarcasm. Say what's
the people at home live on the swag.
Says na le swega. So. Do you guys have financial assistance? Is there people that are really sort of supporting you in your initiatives?
Okay, currently we don't have any financial support. Like I said in the beginning, we are brothers. We are a family. So whatever that we need to do, rent from our own pockets. We continue with the initiative. Then we put whatever we want to do on social media pages. Then people jump in, individuals jump in, baritus. Like we've been receiving help from individuals which we don't know. But for now, we love this. A box, the pad, or the sanitary towels. So this is what is basically happening.
Now enough about the campaign. I think let's now jump into now real issues affecting our society.
Sure.
Largely, I know that you guys were bothered by obviously the stigma around polo drivers, but I think the problems are much more deeper than the stigma around polo drivers. I think generally as a society, we've seen the manifestation of many issues. I mean, just yesterday, we've learned that unemployment is more of a reality than we thought. I mean, in as much as government is saying that, the statistics of people that are unemployed has reduced, but we've also learned that the statistics of people that have stopped looking for employment has risen.
True.
And that could mean one thing or the other. It's either people have lost hope in themselves, the issues are many. But looking at the outlook of our South African communities, especially like social movement or Gauteng, Kuku, what do you think is the missing link? Which sistole si abantu aba proper as you guys envisage?
Okay, I'll talk about the leadership yet.
Yeah.
For example, I'll make an example with us.
Can leadership uchoboma?
People in Jinja that were leading us in South Africa.
Okay.
That I won't mention their names.
Oh, all right.
But for example, our crew leaders, board members, if those people behind the desk, they don't think of their members,
Yeah.
then that's what is going to cause a problem. So coming back to your question, this is what is really causing us a problem in South Africa. People who are behind and the desk and people who are sitting on high chairs, they don't think of these people who are in the ground.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes South Africa konamanje with the current problems that it have.
If I'm a young person listening now, Ronald, and I'm well aware of what Tubuku is saying. In fact, it bothers me so much that at times I feel depressed and I would want to sort of take my life because sometimes you unconsciously, assume that these things are statistics to other people as they are to us.
Yes.
When you hear that 50 people in social movie are going to bed without food.
Yes.
It's numbers because it does not occur to you, right? But to some people, you find that he's part of that 50. And he knows much more deeper than the person who was reporting.
True.
If I'm a young person listening now, Ronald, just generally, and I'm agreeing with you when I've witnessed what is happening. What kind of attitude must I adopt? And perhaps what sort of steps do you think I should take in terms of, changing the situation around me or really even touching those that are around me?
First of all, I don't think I could have a problem and then I want to problem. Solution. First of all, try to find a solution to your problems. Solutions meaning you're going to approach different people who are going to help you, like I did, like my friend over here did.
Yeah.
We realized that we've got a problem in the community as youngsters. People abanya kuya skolong, batho abanya ku bereka, batho ba tsuba nyaope. But then ra realize let's gather these people. Are push as gentlemen, like at the events there the charity homes thing. No guys, man. You can change your life you can stop to uga stop you can focus on this and this and this and this. So wherever we go, then you'll be fine.
Awesomeness. 49 after 6 o'clock. We want to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up with the gentleman joining us here in studio.
012-382-4936. That's 012-382-4936.
You can open the door. Oh, mona aflo so. Aflo, I want to direct the employee link. SMU. Can one is in SMU? No, it's a direct. No, it's a direct.
Rahul Ladies sponsor, anyway, we're trying to keep for sponsors here.
Those are the because remember, it's not that they're not appreciating what is happening. They are, but up until you remind them of it, never do anything about it. I survived 4 attempted and so just in the past 2 weeks. Never back I nobody said I remember I advertised. They only agreed, I think it was today. Yesterday.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah. So.
Hopefully, yeah.
Your station, your station.
Normally on this show, it's the one show along they don't call. They send voice notes, they comment on social media.
Yeah, well, you can ask them or send any voice note to
And remember, others will send messages to you. Then
It's right.
take it out on. Just gone 56 minutes, man, after 6 o'clock. And if you just jumped in, we are the Capital Talk right on Tshwane FM 93.6. It is the station that continues to rock you most right here at the Tshwane University of Technology. Thank you so much for listening, players, once more. And you can just keep those comments and voice notes coming through on 0825385810 or 012-382-4936. It's a lovely discussion that we're having tonight with my brother Ukuku and Ronald. They are from the On and Honest Polo Crew. What is the abbreviation? The abbreviation, Kuku. You call an abbreviation? Yeah.
Yeah, Fred.
OHPC.
Yeah, OHPC 012.
012. 012 awele Kuku.
I'm not Mzala.
Umswati?
Yeah.
One mawakususa le Eswatini ufika la wathi ngiwestempa ngokuthi 012.
Ngitsema ngisuka lena spread ngathi no man. Angibeni wena amehluko le khase ngingwendile so angibuya ngapha 012.
Awunakethu. Uyamathi Mhlonitsho.
Mhlonitsho.
Yeah, you know those guys.
Ngimazga.
Yeah. Mhlonitsho last number. Gentlemen, I'm gonna let you go due to time. But before I do that, I think important things. First of all, it's Google. How do people get a hold of you guys?
Okay. We have social media pages. It's in a Facebook page. You can just search the One and Honest Polo Crew 012. You'll find us there with our own unique logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram corner. And then there we have a WhatsApp link corner that you can just click on that link and then join it. But we're having a challenge from people that we don't know, that they becoming spectators. So when they join the link, they just see the honest as a co-off. So we wanted to have one master joiner. They must just know what is a
phone number.
When
they want to call you guys.
My number is 082
Yeah.
7239 286. Let me just repeat it again. 082 7239 286.
Interesting. Phela abanye mabajoyina la WhatsApp azijela ukuthi ngizothola ugogo. Manje uyafika yini? Uthethe wena?
Yeah.
Unyethe no?
Eh.
Ushadile?
Angishadile mara ngithethe.
Uthethe.
Yeah, they must know that. Angithi mina ngisi iloya or mosha mina.
You know when you see a boyfriend a declare a girlfriend kone platform. Is it one more better? Or one more easy? I'm speaking from experience. Not just my head. It was a shot, but it's fine. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, closing remarks. This may be anything that you would want to say to any young person listening now at this point in time, or to anyone that is listening at this point in time. Let's start with you, Ronald.
Yeah, well, I would say, my brother, my sister out there, whatever the situation you're facing right now, stand up, try to make a difference, change your life, push out, go and meet people out there. Foster, life sharp. Stand up, and then another thing, to our brothers and sisters who are driving VW Polos, please. If you see that you are a reckless driver, stop it. I'm not a reckless polo driver. So hashtag ewe are stopping Horeila recklessly. Because it's not all about me and you. And then another thing really feel our social media platforms guys, please reach out. How nali so how one this initiative send help, because our aim is to change the community and the stigma around us. Present life is different.
Awesomeness. Google.
Yeah, young people, what I can say, they mustn't lose hope. We're gonna face challenges in life. obstacles, but they are there to make us strong. They are there to make us grow. So at the end of the day, they must also believe in God. Ngicabanga ukuthi when you put God first, everything is wenzeka. Knock to every door that you can.
Amen.
There will be one door that is going to open, and it will only shower blessings to you. So to me now, what I can say to young people who are like me, they mustn't lose hope. They must push and push until it happens. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, mums. Yes,
Zero
a flag.
Yeah.
Yes, a flag. Actually, the next interview was speaking about Mamelodi Sundowns. That is Mamelodi. Speaking to Mamelodi Sundowns legend, Mr. Japie Motale. I think he's also from Flag.
I'm quite sure.
I don't understand why Mamelodi wants to. Mamelodi Ikareba buy a country on its own. Running north, south, east, west. How do you do that? As a and you're not even a province, by the way. You're not you're a township. Location, section. Yeah, a section in Pitso.
And about certain trouble you say, I don't know what's in the Boarawating, Gumaswati, like everyone is there.
Everyone has a homestead.
So I want to say Mamelodi, they enjoy Xalalapa. They enjoy.
I hear you.
Yeah,
yeah. But I know the famous Polar Park. Is it Polar Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lethabo thing. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great evening. We wish you all the best for Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm personally inspired by the great work that you guys are doing. More so because of this is an initiative that is going to bring change in the lives of women. I think for the longest and just more so in the past 3 years, there's been an uproar around how men treat women. I think that needs to come to an end. And I like the fact that you said, Akmelanga Smosh, from when we are still dating, Akmelanga Smosh, and that's where it starts, where, Ronald, if I see a girl passing by and bring it to hey, upagid and whatnot, already, I'm reducing it to, someone that is just a sleeping mate. What happened to I like how she thinks? She can actually be our president. You get my point?
True.
So that's the mindset that we should be pushing. It's quite exciting to learn that you guys are actually doing quite opposite of what is being regarded as polo drivers.
True.
Because of Barry, there's this joke, Barry. Now with polo drivers, maybe I should ask you guys, Barry. When the car comes, does it come with ladies or you download? But nonetheless, it's a joke. But it questions us to think, to say what kind of legacy are we living? Because I think people that didn't just wake up one morning and say there's this about polo drivers.
Yes.
There must have been a cohorted behavior from individuals driving those cars, and I'm glad that you guys are actually redeeming that. But gentlemen, we wish you all the best. I'm proud of you. You guys are a great bunch of young people. Yeah. These are the men we've been waiting for. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Hey, tada.
Bye.
Kwenze njani na sinenzeni na
Why you must keep on inviting us how great now? enjani na madoda senzeni na uma icala lethu kungukuba ngabantu besifazane sitsheleni senze njani na uma kungungabi namandla sitsheleni siwathatha phi na uma sidaleke ngendlela engasiyo khuluma nodaleli nasilungise koze kube ninidlwengwe nabantwana bethu nisibulala ngehluku ngilandiseni ngenjani injabulo enithola mase nifezile injongo zenu ngonjani umuzwe niba namase nikwenzile konke lokhu nishiya sidingilizile
Na ngimemezile ngikhalila ngizwakalanga namhlanje uboshiwe kusasa ungaphandle ngebheli yebo umthetho sisekela uthi sonke sinelungelo lokuphila pho kungani thina besifazane kumele sibulawe kodwa umbulala sale phila ngesinjani isizwe sakusasa esizoba naso uma njalo ngibona umbulala eseqeda isigwebo sakhe kunoma kulahleka idokode ehamba ngaphandle bangaka abaphume ejele baphinde babuyele kusho khona ukuthi ijele libasiza ngalutho basiza ngani odilika jele abangamakhulu ngamakhulu uma kuzoba yimi nentela yami engizokontra nginakekela umbulali kubuhlungu ukuba ngowesifazane kuleli zwe abantwana bethu sifisa nokubafihla abaphephile ngisho emndenini yethu noma abanye bethule kodwa kwaba lisho alanga abanye basinda ngokulambiza sikhalile simemezila zwakalanga owethu uhulumeni esimkhethile akazwanga kasilalelanga mhlambe masingakhetha owesifazane uhulumeni kuyoba ngcono kuyona yonke imindeni elahlekelwe sikanye nani siyakhala ngoba namhlanje yibo kusasa yithi sizwe sama-Afrika vukani bhunkulani ihlome ihlasele ngezikhali zokukholwa usizo lwethu luzovela kuJehova owenzile izulu nomhlaba madoda senzeni na kwenze njani na sinenzeni na rest in peace uyinene rest in peace Ayaka Jiane and your siblings ibhalosa nemajola madoda senzeni na kwenze njani na sinenzeni na.
What you listening to? Huh? What you listening to? Huh? What are you listening to?
Tshwane FM, you don't go.
Tshwane FM 93.6. 93.6.
The best. Tshwane FM 93.6.
Tshwane FM 93.6. On top in Cap
I'm
City.
so glad we are all the same age happening at the same time because I would legit hate to follow Buddy Wakefield. I think it's all happening all at once. Good evening, Durban. Oh, hi, guys. I just want to say how I'm just so terribly happy to be here. And it's great to see you all. You look lovely. And I don't do so well with the talking, so I'm just going to do poems. This first piece begins with an epigraph from Matthew Dickman who says, well, oh. Well, all right then. Sorry, I'm very. He says, more than putting another man on the moon, more than a New Year's resolution of yoga and yogurt, we need the opportunity to dance with really exquisite strangers. That's Matthew Dickman. Now, I don't believe in fate, but 8 months ago, I didn't move to South Korea to teach English. Last week, I didn't sprain my ankle running in the rain for the train. Just this evening, I did not put on my sleek, black, impractical shoes. And all of this music, it has to be for a reason. Listen, I'm not saying you're it, but this song will end soon enough. Why burden our throats with all this not singing?
Hello?
You and me now. Those hardwood floors.
Ready for Rona?
Just think. Of all
Please stay on the line.
lived through, all the bodies which have warm weaved a path to your breathing 5 years ago. The collision that wrote off the car, that spun it several times around before spitting it out on the opposite end of a four-way crossing, did not claim my life. We have not done all this surviving, not to dance. Not to shake loose the ghosts from our chests, not to sing, to love, to laugh, to let the velvet petal of joy bloom from our mouths, a many-fisted God unfurling her honey-soaked hands. Oh, sweetness. I have crossed an ocean heavy with bones twice over to be here. I have lived Even when the shadows insisted for me by name, death came knocking at my door. I told him I wasn't in.
The mother of all radio stations.
Turn not to xenophobia.
We are all Africans.
Living under one rainbow nation. Fosala. Uyabasaban.
I do know
All tribes, you know.
I'm a friend, I'm a Shakwane, even white. I am an African.
I don't support xenophobia. Tell them Nagafo.
Yes,
how to recognize the Xhosa tribe?
I'm a custom Kanwani IAP.
They deny everything.
Africa Noma Uabudi.
Yeah.
More than that,
Haya call to haya. Therefore, Salam. Tell me now. The Venda tribe.
I'm a friend, I'm Kanwani, they are too lazy to talk.
Very lazy.
Never Kuluma, I'm a
Shortcut.
Noma Babudisa.
Yeah.
Babudisa, I'm a
Shortcut.
Who's also about it?
No. Oh, Therefore, Salam. How would you know?
Yes.
Who deal against?
I'm very educated.
Tell me now.
Yes.
I'm a baby.
I'm a friend, you want them Kanwama Nomlomo Round. I'm telling you.
Why are you saying pennies have a round-shaped mouth?
Ngoba amagama awakhulumayo
Yeah.
ayenza umlomo ube rawo fana namagama afana nabo kudukudu
Abo Harampuwa, Abuti,
Ukazi Popo. Don't forget this. My God.
Now you know the problem now.
Thinking like a problem.
We are gonna when you get lost.
When you get lost,
Never seek directions from a Zulu speaking person.
ungabuzi direction kubabuzi.
If you ask a Zulu, you get lost.
Empire.
Yebo.
Ndiyabuza.
Abusa.
Where can I find ETV?
ETV. I'm still late. What you like? What you left? I'm on left. What you like? There's a bill for the easy ways. 10 lights. At the number 10 lights. Go light. 10 left. Jump the bridge. 10 left. Jump the first street. Second street. 10 right. Go right. 10 left. Ask when you get there. All the way you are. We are what someone songs.
I do know some of
We
you.
are one of when songs are someone before.
Never say for
They
you.
spend all the airtime without saying a word. Three.
Hello. Second time I
Do airtime boy. Say no to xenophobia.
We are all Africans.
Living under one rainbow nation. Hashtag xenophobia must fall.
This is Shakwane FM 93.6. 93.6. 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and we are still at it, man. And at this point in time, we are looking at, that sports corner. That's where we'll be speaking to Mr. Japie Motale, our first, guest for tonight. We're speaking about the departure of Pitso mosimane, or rather, former Mamelodi Sundowns coach, Mr. Pitso mosimane, who, actually is said to be chatting, or rather, who left today. Atsamaya to go and join Al Ahly there, and there's just mixed emotions around that. Let's just hear his speech here.
To the next level. Our Father will take them to the next level. They should take it, and He will be the first to bless it. I therefore had no doubt that I would get His support. I would like to thank the President for the time I spent with the Sundowns family. In him I found a leader, a mentor, and a biggest supporter. My success is the collective success of the Sundowns family, led by the President of the club, Dr. Patrice Motale. Without him, I would not have achieved half of what I have. I leave this family knowing that our bond is unbreakable, and hoping that with the passage of time, our path will come together again. I would like to thank the entire Mamelodi Sundowns family, the board, the players, the supporters, the Yellow Nation, the technical team, and the sponsors, and I wish them all the success in defending the peace and title.
Japie.
Mokete.
Le ga go monek.
Ja, ik weet ook ja.
I've always had people about bittersweet results. I think this is a classic example of bittersweet results. We are happy that the son of the soil is leaving us to go and represent us in one of the biggest clubs in the continent. But it's quite sad, I think, for people that are affiliated to Mamelodi Sundowns, that this man who has led Sundowns to so many victories, would say goodbye. Let's speak about you as a legend of Mamelodi Sundowns. How does this make you feel, basically?
But most let me start by saying hi to the listeners of QFM and family listeners. Secondly, thanks for the opportunity. And thirdly, I think it's an achievement, and congratulations for Coach Pitso Mosimane for the achievement, because it's not an easy thing as a South African coach to coach in that country, especially those teams. It's an achievement of its own. It's a big one, so and also for Sundowns for giving the platform for making who he is today, so that we can be able to achieve another achievement from the achievement that we already achieved from Sundowns. I think it's a blessing.
Sure. And look, I know that it's a bit too early for us to jump into these discussions. A lot of speculations has being sparked in terms of who will then replace Pitso. Obviously, it won't be an easy task. But in your view, is there anyone locally that can fill up that position? Just personally, Wena, from your view.
Yeah, look, so far in my mind, I think I've got two people, but certainly I think it will be unfair for the chairman not to give Mr. Mamelodi the platform to express himself as well, and he's been an assistant for quite a long time for Sundowns. I think by now he knows the culture of the club, he knows the mentality of the players, the type of style he was working with Pitso in the out 365 days. I think he would be the right candidate for the job at the current moment. But if maybe the chairman thinks otherwise, I still believe maybe Coach Bailey maybe could slot in and make it different. And if you can follow the previous Cape Town city when he was coached by Bailey, the way the type of style that they were playing is more or less like Sundowns style. This is how we will always give Sundowns a run for their money every time when they meet up.
Correct. And now let's looking at the future of Pitso Mosimane going to Alag. A lot of people are saying those are, it's a different, ball game altogether. What kind of, difficulty or other challenge do you think is awaiting him that side?
Look, yeah, obviously people will always say someday they will say something, some they will say because of the bitterness, some they are diehards of Sundowns, obviously they wouldn't take it. It didn't fit well with them because of just renewing the contract. And some they will just say it because of when someone is achieving it's our norm in South Africa. When someone is achieving, we will always try to criticize other things. But me, because I worked with him about 6 years, more or less 6 years as super sport. Look, he was very hard, and people they don't know. Some of us, the achievement of Pitso now. We are not surprised about them because we knew it from back then in 2004.
Yeah.
2002, 2004 that this man, what he was achieving now, he was going to be like that because first of all, To be honest, people eat football, he lives football, he eats football. That is life. So we always up to the game. We always, I think I was always going to give more coaches a headache because of the job that he's putting. He doesn't sleep, first of all.
I hear
you. You need to wake us up 2 o'clock in the morning when you are at home to say, oh, what channel Super Sport, there's a game that is playing. You will see there's a player who's playing in position with you. Tomorrow you must analyze and tell me what's the wrong, what was the wrong, what was the wrong was doing, the hard, what he was doing. So he's a type of coach. And the coach, a type of coach like that will always achieve because he's always one step ahead. So for me, I believe for him to slaughter him in that country, to fit in, he won't struggle because of he always do his homework. Believe me, I'll tell you that before the season, after the season, you'll see Al will be dominating because of we always work hard, we always go extra man. I don't think we'll have a problem.
So, looking at that, you've actually quite spent time with him. Just off the field, what kind of a person would you say he was? What kind of an individual is this man?
Look, you see, when we were growing up, somehow we thought he was a harsh person towards us, but because of, when you are still a youngster, there's other things that you didn't see them that time, and you didn't know that those things somewhere, they can damage your career. So, other things that is telling you that they can also make you a better person in life without increase of the field. At that time, we didn't, most of the time, some of the things we didn't notice until on the later stage when we can be able to take full control of our lives. Now we've got families, and then now we've got wives. Then we can now, some of the things say, oh, that's what the coach was. No, I must do this, I must do this, because if I do this, it's going to help me in this way.
Yeah.
If I do this, it's going to help me in this way. So that was he was always he will always play a father figure at the same time, not only a coach.
Sure. So he's obviously away now, left. Having went to Egypt. If he was to be listening to this show now, what message would you want to say to him?
The message that I will say to him, I will say, Coach, I know people didn't believe in you when ships were down and some down, but you managed to come through and you show them what you're capable of. And even now, I know some people, they're always thinking that he will come back so quickly. But I know that man, he will never lose. He will even win maybe the league. He will win the Champions League. He will also win maybe the Super Cup. Or the Continental Cup, because I know that he's capable of doing that. I mean, if anybody that you keep your focus and on your work, you'll always get results. As he always one step ahead. He will always put his homework to other teams. So this is why even now I'm saying I don't doubt him that he will struggle. He will never struggle. He will treat him like a club. He will take things very smooth. I wish him all the best, and I know he will represent us well as South Africans because we are proud of him. One of some of the soil who managed to be in that country, not only in that country, but also in one of the big teams in the continent at this moment in Africa. So we are proud of him, and he made us proud. So we're just hoping that in the near future, he can also make us proud so that other coaches can open door for other coaches as well to follow him that side.
Interesting. 26 minutes have gone since the hour, just 7 o'clock. That is Mr. Japie Motale speaking to us, Mamelodi Sundowns legend. Japie, thank you so much, my brother, and we wish you a great evening.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. 27 after 7 o'clock, still on the Capital Talk. That was Mr. Japie Motale. We'll now be moving to Ntate Alex Shakwane on the flip side of this.
What are you listening to? What are you listening to?
Tojana yati sele, mahloma sweu, wahohela, sekikile sifahleo, waratea, lihara batu watsotea, kankeli kahari wabuhela, sifume nkimafika, twani mu Afrika, mahlakule nkibasakana, kamura nkimarala, Uhondo, ububei, ukaprohondo, uchisa fika moto, kikanaka wasta mantweti, mufumari wasabili, mufumari, kimutotsi, musali wa makhuni, mufumari wasabili, musali wasabili, kimutotsi, musali wa makhuni, ulisika la kubinding, manapo haiteni yalitia, small motel, Lethabo hotel, how you want limaza, little late, trouble late, how do I come to dinner, me no body lane, love kanyamela, dilimolim, kitao emela, sifume kimafika, twali mu Afrika, mahlakule nkimasakana, kamura nkimarala, wanabatu uhondo, ububei, ukabrombondo, uchisa fita moto, kikanaka busa mbantweti, money, oh yeah, for money wasabili, totsi, yeah, musali wa mufumani wasabili, mufumani, totsi, mufumani, musali wa mufumani wasabili, musali wasabili, totsi, mufumani, musali wa mkhunte, mali, mufumani, mali wasabili, mufumani, totsi, musali wa mkhunte, kimufumani, musali wasabili, kimutotsi, no, musali wa mkhunte, kimufumani, musali wasabili, kimutotsi, no, musali wa mkhunte, kimufumani, wasabili,
Alex, Mokete Tshwane FM. Are you ready for us? Okay, please stay on the line.
What are you listening to? What are you listening to? What are you listening to?
Tshwane FM, you dumb dog.
Tshwane FM 93.6. Tshwane FM 93.6. Keeping you on top in Cap City.
They are the 2019-2020 champions, and on this day, Bra Alex Shakwane is joining us on the line. I don't think this is a day you ever thought will come, Bra Alex.
Come again?
I don't think this is a day that you ever thought will come. I mean, maybe at some point you knew that, the coaching, time, Pitso mosimane will come to an end. But I don't think it was a day so soon as today. How do you feel about this departure?
Look, this wasn't easy, you're right, but, it didn't just like fall from the sky.
Yeah.
This matter was discussed between Pitso mosimane, his manager, who is his wife, Moira, and the president of Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, Dr. Pitso.
Yeah.
They had a meeting whereby the two briefed him about their trip to somewhere in North Africa, where they spoke to several clubs, where in fact they got invitations from several clubs to come and discuss matters with them. So they briefed him about that. And that matter was debated, and they engaged, and it was like a long talk. But at the end of the talk, the reason why we are here is because of the result of the end of the talk. If you listen to Pitso, Pitso is 56, the president is 58. How can you say he treated him like his own son? It doesn't necessarily mean like my child, my real child. It means the way I treat my children is the way I will treat you. That's how he treated Pitso. It's also very funny. Pitso, delivered at Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club.
Correct.
Pitso also, he was given support. Pitso was given support by the president of the club. Pitso was given support by the supporters. Pitso was given support by the management and board members of Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. I do not think there's a coach in the PSL who can raise up his hand and say, I got better treatment from my club than Pitso mosimane. Never.
But Alex, I think it goes without a doubt that in as much as some people want to look at this in a negative way, but this has so much positivity around it. I mean, you are the football club today that has produced the first local coach to ever get an opportunity, invited for an opportunity to go and coach a team that is one of the best in the continent.
Yes.
As one of the leaders, the pioneers at Mamelodi Sundowns, how does that make you feel? Because I think from time to time, when we look at football clubs, Alex, le producer, the football players, your Pesitaus, but here's a coach as well who has actually developed his character at a time where he was coaching Mamelodi Sundowns. How does that make you feel as a football club and as an organization, largely?
Before we come to the answer of your question,
yeah,
I'd like to say, the president of this club said it in the past that he would love to see Pitso mosimane coaching in Europe. He would love to see Pitso mosimane coaching somewhere in Africa. He would love to see Pitso mosimane going back to Bafana Bafana. He says the reason why he's staying there is because he wants Pitso to make money. Enough money that when he retires, he should have enough money. And also, you must know that footballers, coaches, all those who are involved in football, Their life is very short. The football life is very short. That's why there's no team that can sign a contract of 30 years with a player. 40 years, 20 years. Because you might get injured, you may get old. A lot of things will stop people from signing many years with players. So when you are there for the 4 years, 3 years that you have, you need to make a lot of money. That's what the president of this Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club used to say. So Pitso knew for a fact that there's no way he would say no to him. He would open up the doors and say, go out, go, I wish you well, go and make money where they pay you a lot of money.
I hear you, Bro Alex. I think that's an important point.
And also, we must also respect the judgment of Pitso, respect the judgment of the president of Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club, because these people discussed this matter. Because he didn't just come and say, hey, I'm going to coach this club and I'm leaving. Give me my bags, let me go. No, they sat down and spoke, like father and son. And then they said, yes, you deserve this. I'm opening up my hand and I'm opening up the game. Go well.
But Alex, just on that point, the discussion between the president and Pitso. I mean, obviously, it must have been quite difficult, especially with also just thinking about the replacements and the likes. Looking at also the big shoes that a lot of people in the football circles locally say Pitso has actually, laid. Now, within Sundowns, there's been a lot of speculation from people to say you guys might actually not bring someone new, you might take from within. I know that you might not necessarily have the correct answer. How true are some of the speculations?
No, the expectation, like you say,
yeah,
and they will remain expectations. So we need to talk about facts.
Correct.
The fact is, Mamelodi Sundowns will make an announcement very soon.
I hear.
And Mamelodi Sundowns is on the lookout. But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That I would love also the listeners to know. Immediately, the Mamelodi Sundowns and Coach Pitso released the press statement. Sundowns was flooded with applications of coaches who want to come and coach Sundowns.
Obvious. You didn't see mine. I think I emailed mine as well then.
You're the first one to get the job.
Hey, man, bro, Alex, you must make sure that I'm the first one, man. Yeah. Like a goalkeeper coach. Now, there's a question I asked you earlier on, bro, Alex, in terms of how does it make you feel as a club to having been one of the few clubs that have actually produced a coach that has went so far, because of football clubs often they produce the player. You guys have produced even a coach. How does that make you feel? How's the mood in the Mamelodi Sundowns camp?
The mood is like warm. People say, you will go and make money. Others say, but you just signed a 4-year contract. And others say, if it was your son and you promised more money somewhere, would you say nothing else? The debate is on. The debate is on. In the churches, in the parties, in the taverns, in the malls, the debate is on.
Sure. Amazing. But Alex, I'm gonna let you go. But before I do that, your Mamelodi Sundowns family is listening. Support us, mixed emotions. There's those that are really grateful for what you guys have done in the life of Pitso. And there's others that are hoping that this, it's something. But the reality of life is that life has to evolve. We live in generations. In one way or the other, this was bound to happen. And he's not the first and only one. Tomorrow it will be players that need to go somewhere else. I mean, just some time back rather, where we were said at the departure Pesitao. But that's life. People come and they need to be
with us for a specific season. But the spectators are listening to you now, Bra Alex. Your word to them.
I'm saying the owner of this club, Dr. Pitso, loves the Yellow Nation.
Yeah.
It's proven it beyond any reasonable doubt that the Yellow Nation is in his heart. I'm saying to you, he's going to protect your happiness. And the only way to protect a supporter's happiness is to keep on winning. Now, to win is to get somebody who will take over from Coach Pitso. That person might be as good as Pitso or better than Pitso.
Yeah.
That's the message who will protect the happiness of the Yellow Nation. I promise you, as you know him, the owner who took you to Egypt, who took you to Japan, to make sure that you go out there and see how other supporters behave. So we love you. You are there. He's there with you. We make sure that you do not go home crying every weekend. Each time Sundowns play, you go home smiling like you have always gone home smiling.
You forgot to mention that he actually brought Messi for them here in South Africa.
Now I know why you submitted your application. You are a Yellow Nation.
I'm there. Sheba, Bra Alex. I'm there. Get a big spanal way. Not too low, Sheb. Bra Alex, thank you so much for speaking to us. Have a great evening. And once more,
Thank you. I think the listeners.
I know that I know we didn't speak after we win the league. I only spoke to the other guys. But congratulations as well once more, the league. Look, you've always won the league, and we take away nothing from the other seasons. But this time around, it was a very tight one, and once again, you proved why the sky is the limit.
Sure. Thank you very much, and thank you to the listeners.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening, sir. I think that Alex Chakano speaking to us at this point in time from Mamelodi Sundowns. You can tell in the tone as well. Look, it's really what we call it, a bittersweet result. Look, I like the spirit, the president of Mamelodi Sundowns and the team there to say people must get more opportunities. People must grow. The role of this life thing is that we need to have a specific time with people. It's a season. Listen, we impact them, and when the time for them to move comes in, we allow them to move. It's 44 minutes after 7 o'clock. Tshwane, thank you so much for your listening pleasure. I'm taking some of your comments just briefly on the flip side of this.
Glance at the watch for Tandun Zanzaga, and the most successful city in the PSL era extends its record, and the most successful club in the PSL era extends its record. Mamelodi Sundowns do the business, and Bafana Bafana do it in some style. It's a hat trick.
What you listening to? Huh? What you listening to? Huh? What are you listening to?
Tshwane FM 93.6. Wrap your ears around 93.6.
What you listening to? Huh? What you listening to? Huh? What are you listening to?
Tshwane FM 93.6. Wrap your ears around 93.6. 93.6.
It's your boy Drake.
Music station.
93.6.
Hot new music.
Just like fire. What's up? This is Pink.
Tshwane.
Hello?
Just like fire.
Hello? Hello? Yebo. Yeah. Yebo. From where is? Okay. Where are you? Ask him now. Okay. Ask them where is the radio station at building 4. Okay. Okay. Just hold on. Is this your number? Let me call you. Okay, I'm at the radio station. Just hold on, don't drop. I'm just doing something quickly and then I'm coming out. I'm gonna direct you now. Just hold on. 1 second. Don't drop. 49 minutes after 7 o'clock at Tshwane. This is where we leave it. It has been an interesting evening for myself. To you, my name is Mokete Radebe, your news pioneer. I'm back again next week, same time, same place, and we're speaking everything that is, love related. And of course, just a big shout out and a farewell to Coach Pitso mosimane, that was, and that Alex Shakwane from Mamelodi Sundowns, who we're speaking to just on the flip side of this. Thank you so much. And 0123249336 Miss K is coming through between now and midnight. So do make sure that you don't change the dial.
Wrap your ears around 20 FM 93.6. Your station, your music. 20 FM, the mother of all radio stations.
Me? I'm living with
Yeah. Show my brother. So you know what you do, ne? From the buses, you turn back straight. Now you don't. So when you turn